Yo. Yo, I'm telling you, man, this shit got me so fucking furious, B. Like serious, man. Yo, Rem, I'm gonna bring you in, man. We bring you in. Talk about this real quick. You know what I'm saying? This shit is ridiculous, man. I'm getting fucking tired of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the Rama.
Yeah.
Let me hold on. I need one more piece to get this cipher complete. All right.
River cruising in my shit, but Montero Jr. Can't call it. Beats got me falling asleep. Keep calling.
Hey, everybody, welcome in. JG23, welcome in. We got a lot of people joining right now. Welcome in. Jen, welcome in. Listen, this is the Big Homie Podcast. I'm Shay Got the Models. I'm the little homie.
You already know what it is. It's your boy World of Rama, Groundhog TV, the Big Homie.
Hey. And we're going to be talking about, we had to do an emergency one today because, damn, overnight, just so much stuff is happening, bro.
Yeah.
Overnight. So I'm gonna just type this in right now. Big Homie Podcast. We talking about race and politics tonight, man.
Nah, tonight is more of a modern day lynching type shit. That's what the vibe I'm getting from that shit. It's not even like it's not even just we touched on race yesterday. We touched on race then. Like I think this one is different from just race. Like these cops practically lynched this motherfucker on the street with his knee in this dude's neck. Even after the fucking Eric Garner, I can't breathe shit, this cop blatantly fucking, you know what I'm saying, killed this man. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And it was on camera. And dudes was kind of outrageous. Like dudes just was kind of like mad and speaking their mind there, but like dudes didn't do nothing. And I know everybody may say like, yo, he can't put his freedom and stuff at risk, but it seemed like as a people, we can run around and kill up each other, but we'll sit back and just film and watch other people kill us. And when I say other people, I mean cops. Now, I don't want to just say white people or whatever, or nothing like that, because that dude who was standing right there and allowing that to happen, his partner was a Filipino-looking guy. He wasn't white. He looked like he was like Asian, of some Asian descent or something like that. And we don't know who's going to make that shit, you know what I'm saying, about a race thing, but clearly it is. And, you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of like furious about this shit. So we did like you know what I'm saying, emergency Big Homie Podcast, because we usually do it every Monday at 10, but after seeing that, I was like, yo, we gotta touch on this shit right away. You feel me?
And we might have to go live more often because, you know, this is going to be a big unfolding. Right now in Minneapolis, they're protesting. I've seen a video where bystanders, protesters are throwing objects at cop cars, breaking cop cars' windows and shit.
I'm telling you, B, like it's not like we can't keep sitting back and just watching this. Like, you can tell from the video that dude was furious and he was trying to speak up and tell him like, yo, what y'all doing? Like, but he, you know what I mean? Like, it's how far are we gonna go to try to, you know what I'm saying, defend ourselves, man? Like, listen, man, that man died. That man dead. He ain't coming back from that. There's no coming back from dead. So say for instance, if somebody would have tried to defend the guy and attack him or whatever,
they might have killed him too.
They might have, but that also might have stopped that guy from being killed. Or it would have sent that message like, yo, we not just gonna sit back and allow y'all to just kill us in front of us like that. Like this shit is like, it's like a modern day lynching, bro. It's not even, come on, son. That man, the look in his face was like, yeah, nigga, I'm about to kill you. He knew what he was doing, son. And when they got up after they dragged him up, his dead lifeless body, and then they put him on that gurney to put him in that ambulance, you know what I'm saying? Them cops walked off cool and calm like they used to doing that. Like, whatever. You feel me? Nah, that's unacceptable. That's a non-cipher right there, bro.
So here's what we know so far about the case. What we know so far about the case.
You did your due diligence?
I did some research and I found out that it all happened because the dude name is George Floyd. Rest in peace, George Floyd. George Floyd was at a grocery store, and the grocery store cashier called the cops because she thought he was writing a fake check. So forgery was the name of the crime that they thought he was committing. Turns out he wasn't writing a fake check or a bad check. So it was completely unwarranted why they called the police. Nonetheless, they called the police for a nonviolent crime, a forgery, and look how they treated him. So nonviolent. Well, it wasn't like the whole thing about doing drugs and all. I heard that was all false. It was all based on a grocery store clerk calling the cops because she believed someone was writing a bad check.
Yo, bro, them cops knew what they was doing, bro. You feel me? They knew something. Mm-hmm. That's why he's like, oh, you shouldn't be on drugs. Dude was, how many times did he plead and said, I can't breathe, y'all on my neck, let me breathe. He said, all right, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna relax. Like, come on, son. Like, the man was pleading for his life, and that cop just clearly was like, whatever. Like, he had his knee in that dude's neck, like, so a matter of factly, like, this nigga's gonna die, and that's it. And we gonna walk off, and I'm gonna go have some coffee and donuts with my partner. That's what it sounded. That's what it looked like.
All the cops involved are fired, and I found out that the FBI is doing a criminal investigation against them. So all 4 cops are fired. The Minneapolis police are doing a criminal investigation against them, and the FBI is doing a criminal investigation against them.
As they should. As they should.
Right.
As they should.
I feel good about that. I feel good about that, man. I really do, because
we talking about the cop that killed the brother out there, kneed him in his neck, and I'm kind of like outraged about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it was sad to watch. It was, you know what was even more sad? That you watching it and the people there filming it, and this cop is just standing there, just holding his partner down while his partner murdered this guy. Right there.
Telling people to back up.
Yep, right. Just back up.
The people
and he's looking, the Filipino cop, he's looking at his partner, just casually stay there forcefully with his knee in this man's neck. Like that was some type of karate position or something shit like that. He had him pinned down in that position.
That has to be uncomfortable and knee on someone's neck like that and not think that they're gonna. That has to be. And the dude was telling them, the camera's like, bro, you're gonna kill him. He said, bro, I train. He said, I do martial arts. That right there, you know what I'm saying? Yep. It's gonna suffocate that dude, yeah.
Yep. And the cop knew it, and he didn't even speak. He didn't care.
No, his face, his facial expression, his body language is so calm. It's unacceptable, bro. So he was so calmly killing this man. So I don't think it's a race thing so much in this particular situation because, like you said, it was an Asian cop, right? And
I think the cops was they. Why would the cop do that then? Because clearly when they turned him over, dude was growling. Dude was growling. So
it's abuse of power, because he has that white cop has black superiors, and his black superior came on and announced that he got fired by a black guy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's all. What happened was, the bigger problem is this: our government has too much power over us. The government can kill us at no penalty, but we can't kill them at no penalty. That's a very big problem. Because a government life is not more valuable than a civilian life. Until we start making that up, until we demand that, hey, look, government life is not more valuable than civilian lives. Blue lives are not more valuable than black lives. Blue lives are not more valuable than white lives. And a lot of that has to do with, think about the laws that we have in this country that don't allow people like us to carry firearms. We should be able to carry firearms.
That's our right, just from being an American.
If a law enforcement can carry a firearm to protect, so what the fuck am I going to carry to protect? I can't. I gotta be I gotta be armless because, you know what I'm saying. And I gotta call the cops, and they gotta motherfucker. And it started right there when they started deciding that there's a group of people, aka law enforcement, that can protect everyone else, and everyone else can't protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? The law enforcement can't respond to everybody's issues all at once. You know what I'm saying? Law,
Yeah, man,
they don't have enough law enforcement to diffuse every violent situation that could possibly arise. So it's all bullshit. So
yeah, son, man, I'm just so fucking angry, man. But you know what I mean? Like,
let's read some of the comments. Some of the comments, they say they want all lives matter, yet don't treat us as if all lives matter. They don't. I don't think. Here's the thing, man. We have a government that's too powerful. And these cops are abusing their power because they know that blue wall of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's like with the whole snitching shit. It's like there's a code in police force where they can't
like
snitch
that.
on each other.
Yeah,
They can't snitch on each other. That's crazy. Because the police will run around and they'll try to recruit mad people to snitch so they can solve cases. But at the same time, they will not snitch on each other.
And that's why it's funny because they incentivize cops, they incentivize people to snitch on each other, but no incentivize cops to snitch on each other.
Nope.
There's no incentives for cops
you know
to do the right thing.
It's almost like even though the cops have a code where they don't tell on each other, they all kill and do whatever right in broad daylight on camera and get away with it. Like these cops got fired, but still. All right, so just say for instance that guy that was standing there that was really beefing about the situation, if he just hooked off on one of them cops, that dude with his knee in the guy's neck, he would have stopped choking him to go and assist his partner to get at that other guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have just probably shot him or whatever or tased him, but if he'd have hooked off, they would have stopped choking that man. I'm telling you, I was looking at it and I was like, yo, all you got to do is hook off on that nigga and dip, and they're going to try to chase him. Like, it would have stopped that murder.
They should have been able to make a citizen arrest against that cop.
That's what I'm saying.
We need to start practicing citizen arrest. When we see cops do the wrong thing, we put cops in custody, yo. That needs to be a common thing now.
But somebody has to set it off. Somebody has to set it off.
Because
dude was standing there so furious, but all he was doing was filming. And I'm not taking nothing away from him because I don't know where his heart at or whatever. But when that cop was like, back up, he backed up. Instead of him saying, yo, what you mean? Like, what y'all doing? Get up off him and started tussling or whatever, it would have probably saved that man. Any little altercation now.
I really agree. I really agree with it. So here's a question, world. Would you have done that though?
Yes.
Because you have kids at home.
Yes.
You got family at home. Would you have risked your life to save George Floyd and risk the livelihood of your kids?
If I was that guy standing there, filming and watching him deliberately killing him, I would have definitely put a little charge to stop him. I'm just not afraid of cops. They're humans like me. I'm just not afraid of them. Like I know some of these dudes that just could pull out their hammer and blam you or whatever the case may be, but at the same time, it can be a little bit of, you can show a little bit of force to stop them from doing some type of corrupt shit that they doing. Like if all of their attention is turned to you, that would have saved him. Now, when the video would have came out, the charges would have been dropped against the man that would have went and tried to like forcefully get involved. The charges would have been dropped instantly. Because when I was watching for like however many minutes it is, I clearly saw that it was enough time for somebody to interact and do something. I felt like, I looked at it like this. I'm like, why the fuck won't somebody just throw a brick at that cop? Like, you could have did that shit from like across the street and just lobbed something at them, and the cop would have moved.
Hit him in the head, and he would have,
He would have moved and did something. Even if you wouldn't have hit him, it would have missed him and hit the car and bounced off. The cop would have moved. He would have had to move that position with that knee in his neck if anybody would have tried to do anything. But all everybody was doing was just filming and talking shit. And then the cops like, back up. And they was all just getting back into their stands, backing up. Like, nah, you can't just keep backing up because look, that dude sat there with his knee on the guy's neck like, I'm gonna strangle him till he dies in front of y'all. Like that's the look he had on his face.
Yeah, that's like and it had no purpose. What was the purpose of just sitting, kneeling on his neck indefinitely until the guy literally was unconscious? He just sat there until George was unconscious.
Yo. And
now his family has to literally be traumatized by all the footage that they're gonna constantly see of George Floyd being
and he was
begging.
He was pleading for his life. He was pleading. You heard it clearly. That's why I said if I was there, I would have definitely caused some type of commotion to get that man off his neck. Because I saw him dying. I seen him. You could tell because when you started seeing the piss come from under the car, you see that water.
I didn't know that.
That was there, nigga. He peed on himself, nigga. He was obviously getting strangled, and he peed on himself. Because obviously he was in a situation. He was nervous. He couldn't hold his piss because he was gasping for air. He peed on himself. The cops saw all of that. When the girl was like, "Oh, his nose is bleeding. His nose is bleeding," you already seen a trail of piss that was coming obviously from him because he was the guy that was on the floor. So where was that liquid coming from? It wasn't coming from the car. That man was peeing on himself because he was gasping for air. I seen that from looking at that shit. I definitely would have pushed him. I would have ran and like grabbed the cop or something. I would have did something.
Tackled him or something.
That's just me. That's just me. I don't know. Everybody that was.
If you would have tackled him and saved his life, this would have never made the news.
It probably would.
The unfortunate thing about all this is that it had been because we have this precedent now. Moving forward, we can take action now because we have him, we have George Floyd, we have Eric Garner, we have all these cases where if you go to court now, when this goes to trial, and for you assaulting a cop like that, you could say, "Hey, look, he's about to kill him," and then you can just point George Floyd. You can point to him and say, "This cop was about to kill someone. I intervened because." As a civilian, I realized a crime was happening, and I wanted to make a citizen's arrest.
Yo, bro, that shit was ridiculous, my guy. Dead ass, like that shit was horrible.
And it was all over a non-violent crime.
Exactly. It wasn't even a crime. Somebody just called the cops on him and said he was doing something. Just like that lady that was in the park. You seen that shit on the news? It was a lady, a white lady in the park, and she was in a part of the park where it said it is restricted that you keep your dog on a leash. So a dude comes and he's walking. And he's like, "Yo, ma'am, you supposed to have your dog on a leash out here, whatever." You know what she does? She gets on the phone and says, "I'm calling the police and telling them a black man is harassing."
No, threatening my life.
Threatening her life. No, she was just saying harassing. She was saying harassing.
No, she said threatening my life.
Oh, so you know about the case?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, bro.
Cooper, it happened in Central Park. It's in New York. That's right. That's
yeah, I know. That's what I was telling you.
And okay, I don't think she's racist. I think she's doing what women do. Women know that they can lie. Look at the lie she said. I'm going to say that. She even said, "I'm going to say a black man is threatening my life."
So you don't think that was a racist thing?
Manipulation, you know. I can tell female manipulation a mile away. She goes in the category of the people that make false race. They're false rape accusers. She's the exact same kind of person.
Even if she's a false race accuser, she's using that race card. That makes her racist. Makes her racist.
The reason why I don't think she's racist. The reason why I don't think she's racist because I think she would have done that to anybody. I think she's just a straight up lying ass bitch. I think she would lie on anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. Women, you gotta understand, women, their power is not in the physical. Their power is in the manipulation. What she did was she tried to the dude wasn't threatening her life.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Hold on, let me make my case. It's almost like I'm gonna say two things. I'm gonna say a couple things. Someone pisses you off and you say the worst possible thing you could say about them, right? So let's say this dude happened to be black. So she said, "Oh, you're black. I'm white. I got an opportunity to throw something at you that you can't defend." And
that's not a race card? That's not her being that's not her using her race to her advantage. That's not using her feeling like she's superior. That's not using that white power. That's not doing that, son. White women
and white people do things like this all the time. They'll use anything they can to their advantage to get over, bro. People, it's one of those things where it's like a person, Benzino got arrested by Asian cop. I don't think Benzino's racist, but he started calling the Asian cop Ching, Chung, Chong, Ching, you Chinese motherfucker, you little peanut. He's not racist. He's trying to say whatever he could say to hurt the motherfucker's feelings. This lady is just a manipulating piece of shit that knew that she could lie because she's a woman. She had an advantage. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
what
think
about,
she's
all right, you
really,
made your point. You made your point. So
yeah.
what about, and not to get off the topic at hand about these fucking dick face cops that killed that man out there in Minnesota. Like, what about Emmett Till? That lady lied
That
on
was her,
him.
no,
It's the same thing. She used her
well,
white superiority power to lie on a black young man and got him murdered. And then 80 years, in her age of 80 something, she came clean and said, oh, I lied about it. He really didn't touch me or do anything to me. While she lived her full life.
Here's the thing, right? The Emmett Till situation, the retaliation to me was very racist. The retaliation was racist, but she lied in a way where, think about that, what happened in the Bronx when that girl lied on that boy, feeling he got him murdered, he got stabbed up. Remember that stabbing in the Bronx?
They dragged him out the store, yeah.
They're all the same characters. She lied to her brother that someone touched her because she wants to get for attention. She did it for attention. You don't need, women will lie in this particular. My whole point is women will lie in this particular way without the need of racism to be involved. They'd lie this way. The goal is not to let's defeat black people. That's why I say it's not racist. The goal is I could injure you and harm you by just saying these words. I'm powerful by my tongue. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's definitely a female strategy for claiming power, for juxtaposing for power.
I can agree to you on that in some terms, but just like Don Rico Styles said in the comments, he said she racist as fuck because her first thought was his skin color. It wasn't that, yo, this man is here harassing me. It was this black man. She said it. She said, I'm calling the cops and telling them a black man is, what do you say? He's trying to attack me or harass me. She put a black man.
Shout out to Jerry Wonder, man. Jerry Wonder.
She didn't just say a man. So she took it to a level of racism by trying to throw that in there because she knew, just like Emmett Till, the lady who got Emmett Till killed, they knew by lying and saying, she knew back in them days that they was going to kill him. She knew.
Yo, shout out to Jerry Wonder in the building, man. Grammy Award-winning producer, the Fugees, Jersey legend, bro. Proud to know you, man. Hope everything's going well with your family. You know, Jerry Wonder, man, legendary producer, bro. Shout out, bro.
Shout out to you. Facts. Good looking for tuning in. But yo, chime in on what we talking about though, because this shit real, man. Like it's now at a point where are people just gonna be sitting back now and just watching the cops kill people in front of them? Because clearly back in the days when they was lynching motherfuckers, that's what they did. They had a whole group of people there watching it as it was a spectacle, and they took pictures with their whole families in front of it. And that shit, any picture of that I see, I'm always getting fucking angry as fuck. But I'm so tired of people just standing there with their fucking cameras filming while they watching this shit go on, son. Like, they're practically advertising.
So we should intervene. Next time we see cops doing what we seen in the George Floyd case, the kneeling on the neck, we should all agree that we need to intervene. We need to intervene.
No, we need to. What I would do.
Yeah, we need to intervene for real. And honestly, that's the message. When you said that, when we talked on the phone earlier, and I said, "Hey, world, I think we need to go on live tonight to discuss this. This is an emergency. We need to have the Big Homie podcast tonight." And you told me, why did anyone do anything about it? I'm like, fuck, that's a good point. So we definitely do, as black people, we need to intervene anytime we see any injustice like this and try to make a citizen's arrest immediately.
Yo, why be scared? When you think about it, why be scared? Because you scared and then you watch your fellow man die in front of you and nothing happens. So would you rather spin it and, all right, so a guy got shot from trying to stop cops from killing another guy. Like, how are they going to try to spin the story? The fact of the matter is, something still has to be done, man. Something. You just can't keep walking around watching cops be excessive and abuse their power and just film it and talk shit. Somebody eventually is going to have to go and snuff, throw something. Like, it was a video out there one time where the cop was doing something and the dude duffed the cop, boom, 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 and he jetted. The cop tried to chase him, but the cop couldn't catch him. Yo, my nigga, like, yo, I'm sorry, like, I'm not cool with these officers just killing people and getting away with it. And there's some officers, they be stationed out in front of my building in my neighborhood. I come out, they be like, how you doing, sir? I'll be like, how you doing, officer? And that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. But I'm not going to stand by and watch y'all be excessively forceful and kill someone and I'm right there and I'm just filming it. And I can see this man life leaving his body. Fuck that, son. I'm tackling a nigga or something. Because any little altercation that would have been done than just standing here and talking would have stopped that shit. I guarantee you it would have. Their attention would have went on that guy or whoever attacked it or somebody would have threw a brick or something. People got to start doing something. All that respect the cops and all that. Listen, as long as you're abiding by the rules, everything is good. But that does not give the cops the right to just stand there and murder you in front of people. And that cop face was so like, I don't give a fuck. I did this before. That's how he looked to me. I'm going to kill this motherfucker and ain't shit going to happen. He clearly didn't think he was going to get fired. He clearly didn't think. Right. You know what I'm saying? He clearly didn't think he was going to get fired, man. Son, your internet is, I can't see you glitching. Yo, you there? You can hear me? I can't hear you, bro. Anyway, what I'm saying is this. I told you about the story back in the days where I went and was defending this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I slammed the motherfucking cops, and I told you about that. They fucked me up, slamming one of them. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So dudes need to start intervening. That's a fact. Like, you can't be out here talking about how, and that's another thing. I want to say something. I want to say this. I don't like how all of these gang members, these Bloods and these Crips and all this red and blue shit y'all going for with your flag. Yo, stand up for a greater cause for your own cause. That's it. Y'all niggas could run around and body and murder each other. Stand up for a real cause, man. That's a fact. Stand up for a real cause, B. Because niggas, y'all bugging, son. Y'all gonna stand around and film and watch police kill y'all. And yo, son, you already know what it is. This we on the Big Homie podcast and shit. We doing like an emergency one tonight because I didn't like what I saw tonight, bro. And I've seen you chiming in the comments, so I wanted to bring you in to
I mean, I'm keeping it a buck, son. Like that shit got me so angry and so like on so many different levels because basically every fucking thing you saying, my nigga, I've been on that shit way before this shit got to, like, I done had arguments with people. I done had arguments with officers. Like, of course, we know people. So we got friends that's officers. We got people in this industry that's cops. You know what I'm saying? And when we have a heart-to-heart, I'm always on that type of time. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I just had a conversation with my mother. You know my mom's, nigga, 76 years old. And she be like, yeah, I know how you are. We spoke on it. Like, this ain't even anger towards all the cops. This shit is fucked up, my nigga. Period. Point blank, period. And everybody talking about it. Everybody want to kumbaya and what people need to do and this and that and that and this. This is why I treat the cops how I treat them, my nigga. When I tell them to get the fuck out my face, you faggot, this and that, all that intimidation shit don't work with me. I'm not broadcasting to nobody to put your life on the line to go to war with the cops, but the war has been set. Period. It's been set.
Clearly.
So now the question is, what the fuck you gonna do? I've had plenty of altercations with cops where, thank God, I've came out on top. I had my day in court, or either I got detained and let go because they didn't have no probable cause. But they are trained to intimidate us. And as Minister Farrakhan said, and I'm not Muslim, but I follow what's real. I'm a realist. Like he said, they are demanding us. Or what's the term he used again? I can't. Demasculating us.
Yeah.
And we sitting there and allowing this shit.
Yeah.
I could never see myself sit there and not either jump on a nigga or push him off.
Yeah.
Or set it off on one of them cops telling me to fall back.
Yeah.
This man is pissing. This man is fucking dying. I'm looking right at it. And we gonna sit the fuck there and act like, nah, this is bigger than just, we gonna keep discussing, what motherfuckers need to start a movement. And I'm dead ass serious.
Son, that's why the Black Panther.
Secret code, secret niggas talk that Illuminati. Set off some hood Illuminati shit right now. Nigga got a signal on him. Nigga throw a signal up. We both ready to rock on these niggas. Period.
Yeah, man.
This ain't no tough guy talk, no tough guy act. This shit is crazy. This is a nigga with a black man with 3 boys that I tell all of them. 23 years old, 14 years old. The 10-year-old, he hears it, but it ain't the time to put that in his head right now. But the older ones, I tell them, let me tell you something. Y'all motherfuckers tell me y'all story behind bars before me and your mother tell your story with you in the grave.
Yo, Chappelle,
that's what I want to hear.
So Chappelle said we need to end the shutdown. Like, what you think about that?
We need to end the shutdown?
Yeah, the shutdown. Oh, everybody in the house and all this other shit. Like, if you can't survive the coronavirus, then it's just a wrap. That's it. So either stay in the house or you come out here and you get the antibodies in you and try to fight it off so you know you're good. Because that's the only thing that's keeping everybody shut down. People is afraid, thinking if they get it, they gonna die. But you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody need to come out, basically.
I mean, I'm kind of mixed feelings with that about the shutdown.
Then let's not touch on that. Let's stay on.
Yeah, I'm just mixed feelings with that. But with these cops and they taking our life and this is coming from, like you said, you got history. Cops beat you up. You got history. This and that. I remember our boy Styles. He got beat up by cops back in the day when he was young. You know what I'm saying? I've had plenty of altercations with officers, and when I talk my piece, that yo, you need to chill. Ain't no fucking chill. Like I said, rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather tell my story bruised up than somebody else, than you telling my story. You get what I'm saying?
But you also got to take into consideration that you can be carried by 6, also intervening with the cops as well. Like, that's an ultimate sacrifice you're making when you stand up for your rights as well. You got to know that too.
But then we go to another real saying that I know you gonna abide by and live by. Then I'd rather fucking die on my feet than live on my knees. How about that?
There you go.
Fuck that.
There you go.
I'd rather you take me out where I was banging than you fucking take me out when I was being submissive.
Submissive on the ground.
I'm being submissive and I'm saying, okay, fuck out of here, nigga. Like I said, and if anybody looking, I know it's only a few people in here, grab the fucking gun and the radio. That's it. The gun or the radio, and we gonna fucking get their ass in a mutual stance too. That's they power. Their power's more in the radio than the gun, to be honest.
Yeah.
Anybody could pull guns to another gun is pull. It's that radio. 1089, officer down. They coming. Get that radio, break that shit. What's up now, nigga? It's us. Now we gonna have some man-to-man, heart-to-heart understanding.
See, the problem with this is what makes it it's 2 things. It's not just the abuse of power from the cops. It's the fact that, because honestly, it was a white man, black man, Chinese man. If you want to like really technically look at it, because it was
absolutely, but
it was.
But we got racial shit under our own people, like, you know, with other minorities. We do.
Right.
Calling a Jamaican, you know, every West Indian is a Jamaican, and they find that offensive. No, I'm Trinidadian, I'm Guyanese, I'm this, I'm that.
Just like
every fucking Asian person is Chinese. You know, all black Americans are lazy. I mean, racism is not black and white.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to stick together, but it ain't just black and white. And that's just the reality of it. We got it amongst ourselves. We've been trained to the lynch law, to divide and conquer. You know what I mean? Take the body, keep the body, take the mind.
Yeah, but you know what else?
That's how you win.
You know what else though?
But
you could clearly see that black people get treated different by police than of nationality.
Absolutely.
So it's more than you're right. It ain't black and white, but being black definitely matters. And it's
like what
Black Lives Matter.
It was a movie.
Black Lives Matter.
You saw that new movie?
That when police gonna do something extra crazy to kill a motherfucker, that matters with black people. That's how black people
absolutely
matter. That cops is gonna treat us way differently and unjustifiable when they arresting us.
But I will tell you this, bro, and they live by this shit. Most of them, 95% of them, 90%. On that force, they abide by that motherfucker. You blue now. You blue. You ain't white or black. It's just a shame that we get the short end of the stick, but that's how they think. 2 black officers, one that's stuck in his way, will tell the rookie.
Chappelle said
get that shit out.
Chappelle said more white people were killed by cops so far this year. but you got to remember the population difference. It's so many more white people in America than there are black people. That's just like it's a shortage of black people in America, but look how many the percentage of black people in jail. Like
absolutely.
So you definitely targeted, and like you could listen. Yo, Rem, I appreciate you coming in, bro. Like, you know.
Absolutely, bro. I got you. This shit, trust me, my nigga, I'm tight just like you tight, son. And I'm telling you, you know what it is when we together, nigga. I'm a wink, you wink, that cop going down, nigga. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. But Gad, get back to the show, baby.
Yo, this shit crazy, man. For real. Mm-hmm. So yeah, yo, Chappelle, request me, man. I want to make sure I bring you back in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or should I request you? Boom. All right, there we go. So,
yo, Rem is going off, bro. I feel like Rem's about to start punching the phone.
Yo, son, he always be going in. So
he hot. He hot. We gotta keep Rem. We gotta keep Rem on these debates. I love it.
Yo,
I definitely love the energy for sure.
He said it. My dude, Kev from 950 Lounge, he said the number one thing killing black men is the police.
Never.
And they do it on camera. They do it on camera. They like
we kill each other more than we.
Yo, you seen how when the cop show came on, Bad Boys, and they started showing how they go into neighborhoods and they start arresting niggas and running down on niggas doing crime. But now on live, the cops are killing people. So it's a new show. Killing motherfuckers. That show is 187 on live because they've done it multiple times. On
so look, I'm gonna write down the comment again, and then you gotta pin it, right? Big Homie Podcast, Race and Politics, y'all. But continue. I'm just letting you know so you can keep an eye out for it.
Right. Yo, man, like I'm real furious about this shit, son. Like, you saved the last one, right?
Yeah, I put it on. You see who joined, right? I had that's Wyclef's cousin, bro. I told you, I'm tied in these Jersey streets, bro. I'm tied in. No, I'm for real. I paid my dues. Pin this comment right here. Big Homie Podcast. We talking about race and politics. Did I spell it right? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'll pin that. Yeah. I'll pin that one.
Just tap it, and it'll say pin. Yeah, just tap it, and it'll
See, look.
Yeah. So, yeah. So. What I was saying is like, and I just want to go back to Jerry Wonder coming in. Yo, Jerry Wonder, bro.
Yo, so hold up. I want to say something because my dude 950 Cap said the hunt is on. We are the prey. So, do you agree when I say somebody needs to start intervening? Like instead of people just standing around pulling out their phones and filming, somebody needs to intervene, even if it's you just throwing something. Or something needs to be done.
I think that's the best. I don't think I've heard anything better than that since that story debuted. That is the best thing I've heard so far. People are so satisfied that there's footage, but realistically, you're right. There's something should have been done to the point where he would still be alive, and this wouldn't even be a story. But the problem with that thing is that
people are just too scared.
People are too scared, and then we don't have the precedent of a situation like this to back us up. Now, when a situation like this exists, since it exists now with George Floyd, if I see something down the street going on like that, I could jump and get involved, and then in court just say, "Hey, look, they're going to kill that man." You know what I'm saying? They're going to kill him.
That's how they start. That's how they get laws in the criminal system, like Roe versus Wade and all that. Things have to happen for them to now put that in the law books. So people need to stop just standing around and filming. And when they see that it's going to a breaking point where a person is dying, you know what I'm saying? They do something about it.
So we need to make a law that civilians could restrain cops when cops abuse their power. That we're not gonna just say we're not gonna just train cops to be better. That we can hold cops accountable. That we're able to. There needs to be a law that says we can hold cops if a cop is acting in such a way where he's going to take someone's life or he's acting excessively, that we could engage and police the cops in a way. You know what I'm saying? That we can intervene, because that's what's happening now. What's happening now is that We have to just stand back and watch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We have to. But until we have a law, until we feel confident that we're going to be backed by the justice system for intervening.
Yo, bro, it's going to be some casualties in the war, son. There's going to be some casualties in the war. That's all I got to say.
I'm against the government. The way I look at all this, the bigger issue is that our government is way too powerful. And that's why I said end the shutdown. The idea that our government can control our lives so they can tell us when to work, they could kill us in cold blood if they want to. The problem is our government's way too powerful. We should never let our government should never.
The Pope was fired. So do you feel like that was good enough?
No, they need to get the death sentence. They need to be tried criminally.
Yo, like my dude 150 Kev said, he said we need to police our own communities, and the Jews doing it. Like my mom's living in Flushing, and that's a Jewish area. You know what I'm saying? Casino Boulevard, Jew Avenue, and all that. Yo, I see regular cops with Jews, Hasidic Jews in it, throwing their sirens on and riding through the neighborhood. They got their own ambulance service.
Yeah. Oh, we need that. Yeah, we need that. We need that. And that's what I'm saying. We need to have it where if you, but see, here's the problem with all that. We're so divided. We have all these different gangs that we're divided in the black community.
And that's another thing that fucking gets me so angry, that we could run around and gun each other down, but as soon as the cops come, you running. So you can run down on your own people and shoot them down and not give a fuck and kick them in the head.
But we're scared to run down on the police.
So when them motherfucking police roll by, you are scared to.
Scared.
So what is that saying? That you could be the king, gang, whatever leader.
Yeah, king
but
goon.
when the motherfucking police run down on you, you fucking throwing that gun and you running. Now what does that say about you? All of y'all niggas that be repping that shit, talking that in y'all rhymes, that gang, all that fuck shit. Why the fuck is y'all
people scared out of their life? Yeah. And
you
that's the thing. We all have power. These gangs, these organized communities, they got power. If they wanted to pose a threat to police, they could pose a real threat.
Sure can.
You know what I'm saying? They could really lead our community on some like, this is all right. We some violent revolutionists, so like we gonna come in here and we gonna get our own justice. Y'all take one of ours, one of y'all gotta go. That nigga who put his knee on his neck, niggas need to be, his whole crib, you know what I'm saying, need to be, you know what I'm saying, people. Now I don't want to encourage people to do this, but I'm just saying hypothetically, before I run my mouth and they spray up his whole shit, before they go and spray this whole crib up, I'm just saying we need to have it so where these cops will be afraid that the community is going to retaliate against them.
Yes.
Yo, you kill one of us, you put your whole family at risk now. Your whole family, it's like snitching. It's like snitching on one of us. You kill one of us, it's like snitching on one of us. Your whole family in jeopardy now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now your wife she's trying to distance herself from you because you out here killing black people, and now black people on their ass. You know what I'm saying? That their kids getting beat up at school all the time.
See, look, 950 Kev says slavery is still prevalent in our mindset. We come from kings and queens, but we move like slaves. Yo, and it's been like that.
And
like,
who's the slave master? Who's the slave master?
He said, side note, it's mental. We've been broken by chains and bars. You know what I'm saying? It's still embedded in us. Hence snitching, etc. Since slavery, lynch laws, that's why our people are too fucking scared. But look, listen, even back then, let me respond to that. Even back then, there was still, see, you don't hear about all of this. It's mad shit black people did that you don't hear about during slavery. And there were people that would run around and kill slave masters.
Just like the Jingles, yeah. A lot of people, yeah. A lot of people, yeah.
There were groups, there were militia groups back in slavery times that would kill the motherfucking slave owners that was killing slaves. I'm telling you there were, but you don't never, ever hear about that shit. You know when you started hearing about militia groups that was there for the people? When the Black Panthers came out. And now that's when you started hearing about shit like that and how they dismantled it and broke it down. But yo, bro.
And we need that again. We need a modern day Black Panther. And I think we gotta turn to the gangs. We need to turn to the gangs. Say, look, y'all niggas are y'all gangbang one thing. Fuck all this, fuck all that, all one gang. This is the Black Panther gang. We need that. We need a community truth where, all right, if y'all want to be violent for a cause that makes sense. It makes sense to be violent for our freedom. That's why we have the military. It makes sense to be violent, you know what I'm saying, for our freedom. So
Yeah.
I strongly believe that, you know, we need to start really reaching out to these gangs and say, look, y'all give a fuck about black people. Y'all give a fuck about not breaking down black families. Well, then let's protect ourselves as a community. The way Black Panthers wanted this shit originally to be. You know what I'm saying? That way you can really wear your colors with pride. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. And I wish
Because
that was the case.
if that ever happened, we will get a lot of our freedoms back. If you ever fucked with one of us,
not only
and
we
could
will
circle.
be respected. We will be respected, and people will know. I don't give a fuck if you. Sometimes, if the people not going to respect you, you have to make them respect you. You can't just let people walk all over you, and you thinking, oh, why are they doing this to us, and why, and why, and why, and why? No, it's time to take the respect now. That's it. There's no more talking. Y'all motherfucking gang members, y'all running around here and y'all shooting up each other and y'all doing all this shit for blood, a red and a Crip blue. Bro, these motherfuckers is killing us left and right on video camera live with a matter-of-factly face like, I'm going to kill this nigga. Ain't nobody going to do nothing. All right, yeah, okay, they got fired, but what does that mean? He could go and get another job being a security guard somewhere else doing something and still fuck around and be killing niggas. Yo, I'm just saying, like, sometimes shit have to be done. I feel like
and guess what?
That was there,
people, right.
That guy
I want to
should
say
have
real quick, I'm sorry for interrupting. He should. And I'm not gonna stop saying that's the best thing that I've heard so far about that case. When you said that, I'm like, this motherfucker is a genius, yo, because that's the one thing nobody's talking about. So the fact that we're talking about that, you know what I'm saying, is ridiculous. So I want to go back. Damn, why I froze again?
I can still hear you though. You heard? I'll bring you back in. But yeah, back to what I was saying, man. Like, real talk, yo, we gotta do something, man. We can't just sit back and be watching this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? You there? We can't just sit back and be watching this shit no more. And I'm not gonna go out there and just go and snuff a cop for no reason and nothing like that. Because me, I mind my business. I don't get harassed by police because I don't be out here doing shit. And if a police pull me over for whatever reason, I gotta go. My license is good. I comply. I don't try to be out here being a real fuck nigga, like fuck the police every second for no apparent reason. But I'm not gonna sit by and watch a cop kill my fellow man wrongfully.
Man, fuck the government. The police. We think it's the police. The police are being protected by the Supreme Courts. The police are being protected by our judicial system. People say that the system. You want to know the system? We have too much government intervention. We have the government comes in and has everybody shook. The government comes in and they could arrest all of us. But we don't control our government. The government needs us. We don't need the government. People think we need government. The government needs us. We're the slaves and they're the slave masters. Well, guess what? They need us. There's only 3 of them and hundreds of us. And that's how we got to look at it. We got to look at it is that we have an overbearing government that can tell us not working, that can force us to wear masks, that can kill us in public, that can lock us up, throw us away in jail for using substances that were that naturally found on the earth. Literally a plant. The government can put you in jail for a plant.
Yo, bro.
Our government's way too strong, bro.
Listen. I want to read this because this is very important. Shout out to my dude, 950 Kev. He said, "We are the slave master. There's enough black money out here, but the first thing someone does when they get the bag, they leave the community. Black folks are still looking for white folks' approval." Now, what you think about that?
Here's the thing, right? Our communities are not safe. Our communities are not safe. People are leaving the black community because you can get popped like Pop Smoke. Our communities are not safe. We can't blame people for wanting to leave our communities for something safer. White communities are safer than black communities. It's just a reality. So we can't just say, oh, you left, you motherfucking left. You ever been to fucking East New York? People ever been to some of these places? They're dangerous.
You know what's so crazy? I kind of understand what you're saying, but in the same sense, like when you leave a black community and go to the white community, it's like you're still successful to be targeted more because now you're the only black person in that white community. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I'm frozen still, man. Fucking.
I can hear you though. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. See, us as a people, we need to feel safe in our community. You know what I'm saying? Like once you become successful, once you become successful, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to feel safe in your community and come back to the hood and help our community.
Can you?
And that's the problem.
You can't blame somebody for not wanting to get Nipsey hustle. You can't blame somebody for not wanting. Nipsey is our example of why we can't do nothing in the hood because niggas gonna kill you for jealousy, bro.
It's not even just Nipsey. It's Nipsey. It's fucking.
There's tons of them.
Yeah, like a lot of motherfuckers got killed right in their hood. Big L got killed in his hood.
If you got money,
Stack Bundy got killed in his hood. Chinks Drugs got killed right in Queens Boulevard in Queens. Like a lot of rappers getting killed right in their hood. Not taken away from. Yeah, son. So like I understand that, but at the same time, we gotta really like praise. Like we gotta give the flowers while we're here, not hate. Cause like for instance, I was talking to my brother, Kuguru Bag of Bones earlier today. We was on live via Twitch, and he said this to me, and I said to him, I said, yo, if Pop Smoke would have lived, and he would have like, you know what I'm saying, was able to stay around a little bit longer, the success that he would have accomplished, once he would have put a couple of people on after him, that would have started a whole snowball effect of successful people in the community. See, like people don't understand that. Like,
you see their interviews?
Yes.
His interviews, he shot out mad. I'm like, yo, Pop Smoke a real fucking nigga, bro, because he get into the industry. He's a young dude. He's cool with everybody. He's cool with Travis Scott. He's cool with Drake, Nicki Minaj. He's cool with everybody. He's dissing GD's hard as hell, which I think is what got him killed. And I don't know. I'm just speculating. I think his beef, his gangster lifestyle, got him popped because he was assassinated. That boy wasn't. That wasn't no opportunistic kill right there. Them niggas planned that, and bro. Hollywood Hills got cameras everywhere, bro. We're talking about one of the most. There's cameras on and there's no footage. There's no footage of nothing really. These people coming in and leaving. The Hollywood Hills that's a wild place to kill somebody. There's cameras on every house. Every house got a camera.
And this is weird because everybody knows that if they want to catch you, all they got to do is subpoena all of the footage from every house and watch where the guys ran and watch where the car went and just follow it all the way to wherever it went. But miraculously, nothing was found. Nothing happened. Nobody knows nothing.
No car, nothing. No getaway car, nothing. Bro,
not getting off the subject. Not getting off the subject because you know what I'm saying. Like that's a whole nother topic to really just talk about that. But yo, man, to sum it up, I think we need to start intervening when we seeing police being a little bit excessive, man. Yep. That's how I feel.
But
you know what I'm saying.
But just know that you're gonna be risking your life.
Yes, you definitely are.
If that's what it means to you. And honestly, if we do it in a group, we need groups of people to do it. If 3-4 people intervene at the same time, we can't just have one lone. If someone intervenes, protect the person intervening. If there's somebody getting wrongfully treated by the cops and someone intervenes, the idea is that as a community, we need to protect the person intervening. Because all the people could have subdued all those 4 cops. There's 4 cops. The whole community came around and subdued all of them. And wait till more backup comes up and say, hey, look, they're about to kill this nigga, foot on the neck. We ain't taking none of that.
Yeah, son.
But
it was enough people standing out there. The video that I saw, it was enough people standing out there for them to really cause a commotion. They shouldn't have let that Filipino dude back them up like that. They seen that nigga peed on himself and he was losing air. They should have jumped him and did something. They could have. I'm telling you, it would have worked. That man would have got his second win. And you know what?
And a lot more of us people, we need a lot more people who think like this need to become cops. So when they see cops do some fuck shit like that, they stop them cops. If you a cop and you for the community, and you see someone do some shit, you smack that. You intervene with that nigga. Nah, get your foot off that nigga's neck. What the fuck wrong with you, boy? I would have done that. If I'm the cop, get the fuck off that nigga's neck, dummy. Are you fucking dumb? I would have smacked him in the back of his head because who you gonna call cops on me? I am a cop. Shit like this makes you want to be police, so I can police the fucking police, y'all.
Yo, but look,
you feel me?
Like Martha Kev said, we need to take back our communities. If we take care of our communities, then we won't feel that from the cops. And I feel that. I feel like if police didn't see fear in us, then they wouldn't do the shit that they do. You got dudes that'll stand on the block all day, have the hammer on them, and wait for any other hood to come through to be able to shoot at them. But when them cops come through, motherfuckers is shaking in their boots.
Scatter. Yeah, and we should have like that when the cops show up. We should be following the cops around. We should have communities that we got that follow cops around, driving around behind cops on their ass, on their bumper, trying to see what they do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like Big L, so the cops watch me. I got niggas that watch Popo, my block loco, the need to crawl rock dolo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we definitely need to police the police. And honestly, we need to police the whole government as a whole. The government, people don't see that this is a symptom of a larger problem. Damn, we're breaking up.
I can still hear you though.
We're breaking up. Okay, this is a symptom of a larger problem.
Yo, Cha-Cha Mystique said it. She said they don't see fear, they see power. And they need to not see fear no more. That's it. Niggas can't just keep being scared, son. I'm sorry. And I'm not just on here talking shit. I'm furious and I'm angry, but I got beat up from the cops before for defending at the time, which I thought was my man. You know what I'm saying? I did that. Yeah, me. My face, I got all fucked up. That's the only reason why I ain't go to jail, because it was for a gun charge. But when I walked out to see the judge, they said, "How did this happen?" And they said, "Because of during the arrest." And the judge let me go on an ROR because the cops fucked me up when I slammed his fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be tough. Like, nah, bro. I already know how I feel. And just looking at that video, I didn't like it at all. And I'm not accepting it.
No.
I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting the narrative that we gotta always abide by whatever they say. And you can comply when you getting pulled over. You can comply, give your ID or whatever. You know, you ask the cop, "Oh, were you stopping me for whatever?" Whether he say it or not, as long as you know that you clean, here you pass your shit through the window. You do your thing, all right. Look my shit up, whatever. But if you know your shit is clean and you good, and that cop tell you to step out the car, your motherfucking third eye better click on right now, and that fear better leave your body. I'm telling you, because this cop won't feel like he could do whatever the fuck to you, and if you allow it, you will be a motherfucker that was killed. What's the word? A submissive. It will be called a submissive kill. You actually, you know what I'm saying? I'm so fucking angry that them people was there just filming it and watching this man die. Like, I don't even know really. I gotta watch really what I said.
We haven't built, and honestly, the fact that our lives keep jumping and getting junky, I know the feds are watching. You know what I'm saying? We know the feds are watching, and the message to y'all is people are waking up, and people ain't gonna keep taking this shit. Even Trump said people are not gonna keep taking this shit.
Yeah, I'm taking this shit personally.
People are not gonna keep taking this shit.
People are not gonna
keep dealing with this.
I don't fear them. I respect their job when they're doing the right thing, but I don't fear them. So that's why me personally, I don't really have no issues with them unless I'm out there doing shit. Because the time when I got beat up by the cops, when I had to slam dude, I was out there doing shit I wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And they came to arrest at the time again, was supposed to be my man, and I'm trying to defend him, knowing we was wrong. But it was nothing for me to flip that nigga. It's nothing. And when they put me on the ground, they was punching me in the face while I was cuffed on the ground. He couldn't handle me while I was up tussling with him, but when they got me on that ground in cuffs, they beat my ass. So I'm not fearful at all. And I know if I was there and I seen them cops
if that was a black cop doing it to a white guy, what would you have done?
Say that again?
If it was a black cop doing that to a white guy, what would you have done?
would it really matter though if it was a person is a person?
Thank you. And that's
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the message. The message we need to get
yo,
across is
I got white friends that I'm real cool with. That's my dudes. Like I know, like of course I'm for my peoples, but at the same time, I'm cool with a lot of other different nationalities. So whether a cop or not, black or white, whatever, if a cop is doing something to somebody like that, well, when are you supposed to just intervene because it's a human life, or are you supposed to just be like, nah, he ain't black, so let them kill that motherfucker?
And that's the point. I want to make sure because this is recorded. We're gonna put this
and
out.
look,
This is gonna be distributed.
And the key thing, look what 950 Kev said. That doesn't happen. They don't do that to white people.
No, they
don't. Well,
let me tell you
don't
something.
see
Let me
it.
tell you. Hold on.
You don't see that shit.
Let me tell you something. The problem with the news is the news only broadcasts black people getting murdered by the cops. The news do not broadcast white people getting killed by the cops. White people get killed by the cops.
You know what the internet broadcasts? The internet broadcasts the cops being very lenient to white people.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. And that's the mental slavery they put you in. They say, hey, if you're black, be careful. The cops will come kill you. If you're white, you're fine. The reality of it is white cops kill white people and black cops kill white people. You know what I'm saying? So it's all types of shit going on.
You said white cops kill white people and black cops kill white people? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you speaking up for the white people?
Both those things happen.
I think you meant to say white cops kill black people and black cops kill white people. Like cops kill people, period. But the only thing that is being broadcast is the black people being killed, because the only thing we see online is white people disrespecting the cops and doing whatever. Police
and that's
being
why
very
we shouldn't
mean.
trust the news. We shouldn't trust. The whole thing about all this is we should not trust.
Hey, yo,
the
Chappelle.
news.
A lot of the stuff that's online, Chappelle, a lot of the stuff that's online is not the news, bro. Those is people filming that shit. It's not the news. Online is not the news.
No. There are many stories that will never make the news because of the politics. Let's not play like the news is high and mighty and gives a fuck about what we got to say.
Yo, Chappelle, I'm not going off the news. I seen this video on Instagram. I didn't see it on the news. It wasn't a news story. I seen it. The shit came up my timeline. Somebody shared.
Was it on Shade Room?
Nah, it was somebody's post. They posted.
I'm not saying the post that you said. I'm just saying the Shade Room posted.
I didn't see it on.
Bro, did you see the Plandemic? Did you see the Plandemic movie?
Yeah, I seen that.
You seen it?
Yeah, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about.
Here's the reason why I'm talking about. Here's the reason why I'm talking about that. I'm talking about the Plandemic for one reason, because since it wasn't backed by news, it didn't reach the masses like it could have. Anytime the news gets behind the news is politicized. The news is fake. The news is completely fake and it's politicized, and it's designed because they know that anytime a white guy's killing a black person, it's newsworthy. But white on white crime is not newsworthy, and black on black crime, from a police standpoint, is not newsworthy either. We don't see any black cops. We've never seen a black cop kill a black. We don't have one story of a black cop killing a black person, but it happens. It happens right here in Jersey. It happens. I can tell you it happens. So
I think we're losing sight of what we're talking about here. The fact of the matter is,
my side is this. This is my side here personally. We can't trust the news. We can't trust our law enforcement. We can't trust the government, bro. And the government has too much power. So what we really should do is take back our country. Our country needs to be taken back by the people. Right now, the government is the slave master, and the civilians are the slaves. That's why they get away with this shit. Because law enforcement is part of the enforcement of the slave masters.
Bro, I just feel like we need to, like Rem said, we need to stand our ground, man. That's it. We control, like 950 Kev, shout out. You know what I'm saying? We can control the narrative, like he said, man. We could definitely make something happen. Like, we have enough bravado, if that's you know what I'm saying, if y'all understand what I'm saying, that we can make change. All it takes is a couple of people on the front line to really make a difference. I'm telling you, son. That's a fact, bro. We can control the narrative.
Every precinct, there's less people in the precinct than there is the people that do it now. Every neighborhood, every county, every city could literally lock up all their law enforcement. So it just goes to show you that, like I said, they have the slave versus the master mentality. The master mentality is you scare people so they don't rebel. I think personally that people could rebel, and that's why they show us black people getting killed by the police. I think the agenda behind that is to discourage black people from rebelling, because we actually probably are the only people that have the confidence. And you gotta understand, black people as a community, we're very, very dynamic, yo. We have people like me and you, we're very dynamic, and we don't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think the news media is purposely trying to discourage us. In this country, the news media tries to discourage black people. That, I believe, that strong hold, bro. What you want to know what I think is against black people is the news media are against black people. How come no one's politicizing any white people getting killed by the cops? We can't name one white person.
Yo, Chappelle, could it be that it's just not happening, son? It's just not happening. The stats are that twice as many white people get killed every year than black people. Yeah, so with them stats, if that's the stats, why don't I see video online of that? You can't tell me that. Listen, hold on. Let me talk now. Because if you saying that that's the stats and it's out there. Hold on. Why are you talking over me? Now, let me say what I say. You just spoke for like 4 minutes.
You got to answer this basic question. Do you trust the news gives you all the truth?
Bro, it ain't about me trusting the news. When I look online, that's not the news. That's regular human beings filming what's going on in their community. So it ain't about trusting the news. It's about people in their neighborhood filming the wrongful things that's happening. And I'm not seeing a whole bunch of white people getting hurt by cops. I'm seeing them getting away with that shit, bro. Come on, man.
So
you can't spin this on some news shit. Fuck that news shit. Bro, those people that's filming shit when they be on the train. See, you trying to turn this shit into some political Donald Trump shit, bro.
I'm not trying to. No, I'm not trying to. Bro. You can disagree with me all you want, but here's the reality.
That's what we're here to debate about.
How come we can't name one white person? How come we can't name one white person killed by the cops? There's never been a white person killed by the cops. We can't name one person, but we can name dozens of black people. You don't find that ironic? How come we never hear about cops mistreating Chinese people? How come we never hear about cops mistreating Indian people? It just doesn't happen. Do you really think about this, bro?
But you don't really see it. Let me tell you something.
It's not politicized.
Chappelle, all right. So if it's not politicized, what about the people in them communities? Like, what about the people in them communities where those white people and Asian people and Indian people are being harassed? Why don't we see those videos online?
Because they don't make it to pop culture. What me and you see is the videos that we see are the most. It's almost like to make it on the news is like making it in the rap right now. Your shit went viral. There's a lot of there's mad rappers making music videos, dropping it every day that we'll never see. We only see the shit that goes viral. On the news stations, the only thing that goes viral, and you don't gotta believe me. You can go do your own research on it. White cop, black guy. That's viral right there in the news. Anytime you have those two scenarios, it's gonna go viral. That's why the story went viral. How many black people get killed in Brooklyn every day no one hears about? In your own backyard. You heard about a story in Minneapolis. Nigga, you live far as fuck from Minneapolis. You should know more about what's going on in your own neighborhood than Minneapolis. But you know more about what's going around the country than your own neighborhood. Why? Because in your own neighborhood, when a nigga gets killed in your neighborhood, it never makes the news. Hundreds of niggas get killed in your neighborhood every year, and it never makes the news. And it's right in you walk through those same exact steps. How come you don't hear about that?
You know what makes the news, though?
I'm saying.
Are you finished? Because now it's my turn to talk.
Yep.
So what I need to say to that is, you know what does make the news? When cops are going after white people, I mean, and this is not even just the news. I'm talking about online shit. So this is like firsthand. See, people are now reporters themselves. So this is firsthand stuff. So I'm not going off of what I see on the news. I'm going off of what I see online. When you search online and you see these pictures, or you go through people's hashtags and you see certain shit, that's not the news yet. Some of that shit didn't even make it to the news, but it made it to the internet. And I see a lot of leniency for everyone else other than black people. A lot. I see a lot of that. I see multiple videos online, not on the news channel, but on somebody's feed of a dude, the cops trying to arrest some white guy that got a knife, or he's got somebody hostage or something like that. And it is the most cotton soft cupcake-ish mannerisms. Hold on. It's the most cupcake-ish, sweet, strawberry shortcake-ish mannerisms that they use towards that person. But a black man that didn't even do nothing. Somebody said, oh, he might have did something, or we don't. When they come to that area to assess that situation, they're automatically using force against that black person. And that's what I see online a lot. And I see other races being treated differently. This ain't the news. This ain't the news. This is the internet.
It is the news.
Right.
Bro, you've been putting music on the internet for the last 10 years.
Right.
The last 10 years.
Yep.
Does everybody see it? I've been putting on stuff. I've been putting out
That's
music
not
for
the
a long
narrative
time. Does
here.
everybody see? No.
Listen.
Hold on. Just because you put out, bro, there's 100,000 videos put on YouTube every second. 100,000 videos. You sorting through that? The only shit that makes it to your desktop or my desktop are shit that goes viral. Let's be real here. We're not seeing every damn people put out. We're not.
All right. Well, look, we can agree to disagree on that. But you know what needs to go viral?
What we disagreeing
look,
on though?
Freedom fighters need to go viral. People that is now standing up for their community. That's what needs to go viral. So those cops that got those fucking video cameras on their chest, I bet you their video is gonna start going viral when people start going after them. When they doing some wrong shit to somebody and people start attacking back, I guarantee you their fucking chest video is gonna go viral. I guarantee you that's gonna happen when we start seeing that. But you know what? I don't even think they really want to see that. They may not even show all of the chest cams that they got of people snuffing the cops when they doing some fuck shit, because they don't want people to get that idea like, oh shit, look, all these people is fighting back. They may not want to, like you said, everything don't get out there. Look how many cops got chest cameras, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of motherfuckers fighting back, but you ain't seeing that either. They don't want to show you that. It just have to get done, bro. That's the narrative of what we talking about here. These cops need to understand that we're not going to sit down and take this anymore. You're not going to tell us to put our hands up and get on our knees and then fuck around and shoot us in the back and just stay there and accept it. We're not going to just get choked out trying to comply. Because even with Eric Gardner, that man, he was like, yo, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? He still had his hands up. He had his hands up. And I've seen other videos where other people, nationalities, they didn't even put their hands up when the cops were saying, put your hands up, put your hands up. And dudes had knives and different shit like that. And they were treated totally different, bro. So what I think needs to happen is people need to start stepping up. Take that risk to save that other person's life. Take that risk. I'm telling you. That's just how I feel. I don't be out here getting in no shit. I'm a regular motherfucker now. I call myself I'm the big homie, but I call myself a reformed goon. I'm reformed now. I'm a dad. I'm a granddad. I got, I run a company. I got a job. You know what I mean? So I don't be out here doing no type of real fuck shit that police gonna be harassing me. Yes, I do get pulled over sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I give them my ID. Here you go. I know my license is good. I don't have to be super aggressive to warrant any drama towards me because I'm a grown ass man. I don't have the fear in me like other people have towards the cops, but at the same time, I'm not out there, Mr. Bravado, chest out, fuck y'all, fuck the cops, and I'm talking reckless. I don't have to do that because I don't need to show how far I go or how aggressive I can be back towards them. So I don't really get harassed by the cops. Wrestling. Yeah, I don't do that.
Too much tongue wrestling.
People do way
too much tongue wrestling.
I think my energy just speaks for itself, bro. Because I don't really get harassed by the cops like that, man. And I'm a hood person. I'm a good man.
Neither do I. And you think I would get harassed by the cops because I live in a white neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? And you think that you said I'm the only black person here? you would think that the cops were right, but the cops like me. I had cops let me go without even checking my ID. I've had mad situations, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say is I do believe that too. It's about your energy, how you carry yourself. And I show everybody respect. So I'm not gonna disrespect someone just because they're a cop.
Right. Like I said, like when
if
you come out my building,
yes. Yeah.
yes. But cops don't disrespect me, yo. They don't. That time when that happened years ago, that happened because again I was doing something. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be, and then I started trying to defend my boy when we know we was wrong. But when it came to that tussling match with me and that cop, he just couldn't hang. So when he slammed his arm on the curb, they was like, "Oh, we gonna get this motherfucker," and that's when they threw me on the ground and put the cuffs on me and was punching me in the face, and I had mad scars on my head, and it healed up because it was so many years ago. But
you were handcuffed.
I had gravel in my skin. There was gravel in my skin because while they had me handcuffed like this and my face on the ground, they was punching me in this side of my face. So all of this shit was scraping into the ground. I had gravel. So when I saw the judge was like, "Yo, what happened to him? How did that happen?" And they said, "During the arrest." And they was like, "ROR." And that's how I got out at that particular time. But that only happened because the cop got slammed because I wasn't playing. And I overpowered him. And I think that if everyone feels that way and they see something like that happening where this dude is getting choked to death and that cop has got his knee on his neck like, whatever, nigga, you gonna die today. If somebody would have just went and tackled one of them, or if somebody from across the street just threw a boulder or bottle or anything, I guarantee you it would have changed that outcome. I guarantee you it would.
Right.
But people gotta stop being scared. It's just weird to me how dudes could run around and be the gangster of the gangsters. What's up? The gangster of the gangsters, but yet when the cops come, they throwing their shit down and running.
It's backwards. Ass backwards. And that's what I'm trying to say. We have no problem killing our own, but we have a problem defending our own. You know what I'm saying? We terrorize our own neighborhoods, but we need to turn around and say, hey, we need to protect our neighborhoods because the real threat.
I get it. Yeah. Look,
we're not a real threat.
Yo, she said, but when you're traumatized by the history, it's only natural to be defensive and irritated when approached by the police. I understand that, but at the same time, if you have a family and you have a job, a business, or you just have something about yourself in life where you know you want to make it, you don't have to let the cops get you out of character. If when they start doing fuck shit, that's when you get irritated and you get, you know what I'm saying, right, defensive and all that. But if it's just some regular shit, like on some regular routine stop shit, all right, here's my license and registration. Because the times that I got pulled over before, I don't wait to hear no where's my license and registration. I'm giving it to them instantly. Sometimes I don't even ask what you pulling me over for. I'm sliding my shit through the window. I'm cracking my shit.
Do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do, my nigga. You giving me a ticket for what? I don't even care what you stopping me for. Here, I don't even want to interact and talk to you. I don't even want to interact.
I want to cut this shit short as possible.
That's it. Here you go. Oh, excuse me, sir. Could you roll your window down for what? Here's my license and registration. Whatever you're pulling me over for, if you're going to give me a ticket for it, I'll fight it or I'll pay it, whatever. Here you go. Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you. And that's it. That's how you avoid it. It's no trying to show your power or trying to show that you're tough or nothing. Don't do none of that. Because when shit hits the fan, that's when you show. But it's no, don't warrant it. Don't be all extra in the beginning when you don't even know, because you can easily diffuse a situation by just how you handle it. If you don't come with the aggression, they may not come with the aggression. You comply and that's it. All right.
Yeah, you can't really punk cop out.
Yeah, don't be like everybody. Like I said, it's all about respect. And some people only respect disrespect. So if you're showing a cop respect and you complying and you ain't being disrespectful or nothing like that, but yet he's still trying to be disrespectful and aggressive to you. So that's when our saying comes in. Some people only respect disrespect. So if they're not respecting you because you're respecting them, now you're going to get some disrespect. So don't be on some, oh, fuck all the cops, and I'm going to just be disrespectful all the time, because now you're warranting them to do some fuck shit to you. But yo, just don't be fearful. I see how the gangs run around and they be talking all this shit. Like they even, since back in the 90s, they made a whole part of jail where they just searching to catch rappers. Like, why you think that dude Juice WRLD killed himself? Because obviously they was bringing drugs back and forth, obviously from whatever country they was coming from or whatever state. But the cops and the feds, it's not just the cops. The feds, they know, listen, when it's a rapper on a plane, we're going to search their plane. And we know it's going to be something there. Or somebody's rat. There's always some house nigga involved.
And they're not, yeah. I do feel like they tag us more in that scenario, and I feel like they're probably not harassing regular average millionaire people that are not famous and high profile.
You know how many regular millionaire white guys and Asian guys that's probably transporting mad shit on their fucking private jet? But you don't see no clips of that. You don't see no clips of them going to somebody else's plane and catching them with mad shit. They doing it though.
No.
They doing it. Rappers ain't the only one transporting shit in they fucking private jets, because it's more other people with private jets than they are rappers. It ain't but that many rappers that got private jets. But you don't see nothing else. No other rappers. There's no other police force that's at the airports trying to search a motherfucker's plane.
No, and there's definitely no punk rock police or anything like that.
I'm pretty sure there's other people that's transporting drugs in their planes, though, and helicopters, but you don't see none of that, son.
You want it's everybody. You know what I'm saying? You go to Chase and JP Morgan, you think there's no cocaine inside that building?
Of course.
You go to the financial.
That's all. That's the white people's drug of choice.
You think there's no cocaine in these banks, in these large, you know what I'm saying, investment banks on Wall Street? You think there's no cocaine in there being brought
they see the movies.
By the pound?
They seen all of the movies. They seen all of the movies. They know what time it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know, it's. I do feel like, and that's why, like I said, it all comes back down to our government being way too powerful. It comes right back down.
It's not even the fact, real talk. It's not even that the government is powerful. It's not even that. It's that we need to show the power that we have. That's it. That's it, man. That's it, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know much more to
the power that we have is to take back the. I think that's the.
Take back our communities and not stand for getting murdered in cold blood while you begging for your life. You begging for your life. That man was begging for his life. And this guy was just on his neck, matter of factly, like, I'm going to kill him right here.
Just chilling.
While his Filipino partner is standing right there telling him, get back, get back, get back. I bet you that dude who was filming, if he would have just threw his phone at him, that would have stopped that cop from doing it, because now he went to defend his partner, like, oh, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Any little thing would have happened. You know what I'm saying?
That needs to be the new thing. Needs to be, we need a police, the government.
People need to start standing up for the
bro.
People need to stop. I remember a couple years back, they were saying some shit like, oh, you got to respect the cops and you got to comply, you got to do this, you got to do that.
They need to respect us.
Yeah,
they need to respect us. We pay them.
That man's salary, that was a businessman, and some of his taxes was paying those cops' salaries, and look how they fucking killed him.
That's my perfect example. Look at how much we pay in taxes, and it still can't save our lives.
Exactly.
The government's too powerful, bro. And I'm not an anarchist. I'm thinking about anarchy. I'm not saying anarchy. I'm saying that we need a smaller. Our government's way too big now. Way too big. There's 8 million people in government right now, bro. Jersey. That's how many government officials we have. The government's the size of New Jersey, and the civilians are the rest of the state. So the government is the size of controlling is one state. It's almost like New Jersey controlling all other 50 states, yo. That's what the government is. And the government used to be smaller than that. The government used to be much more small than that. But they grow every year, and they control us. So
I'm curious with this shit. Like this, Big Homie Podcast. We usually go every Monday at 10 p.m. But this was an emergency one, because when I seen that video of them cops fucking killing that man with his knee in his neck and his partner just standing there holding him down while he modern day lynched him, actually, because that's what it was to me. It was a modern day lynching. Like, he killed that motherfucker on camera. Like, look at this, I'm gonna do this. And his cop was his man. And like I said, again, it was a black man, white man, and a Chinese man. So it was like 3 different nationalities, but You know who was on the short end of the stick? The black man. You seen that? It wasn't a white and a black cop with an Asian man and his foot on his neck. It wasn't a Asian and a black cop with a white man with the man with their knee on his neck. It was a white cop with an Asian partner and a black man that was pleading for his life that was killed. And there was people around that was infuriated by it, but they was filming and nobody tried to do anything. Stop fucking filming and let's start doing something.
Right.
China Packers, what's good? It ain't saying to me now, but I was really going to end it from right there because we kind of summed up what we needed to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We still got your other first piece, and we got this one. I'm gonna grab it all, and we're gonna rebroadcast it. But yo, I'm just tired of seeing these cops get over and do this shit to us and get away with it, man. Like I'm just tired. I'm tired of that.
Enough
shit.
Is enough.
Niggas need to stop being so scared of the police. Like you'll run into a block party of your own kind and spray the whole crowd up on some dumb shit. But as soon as the cops come, you throwing your shit and running. You scared now. Stop being scared so much. Don't be all fucking Superman chest out and you'll shoot up whoever for your people, but then you'll see a cop with his knee on your people's neck and you just standing there filming it and you infuriated. Do something then. In our last 20 seconds, I'm just letting y'all know, do something then. Don't just sit back and allow that. If you could go and shoot up your peoples and do all that shit and how gangster you was, OG this, OG that, I'm a big homie, and I told you, I was beat up by the cop before for slamming the cop for defending my man at the time. So step in and do something. Just don't film it and just look at it. You see that man dying.